Alright, so in this one, it is time to go on a little tangent, a rant, if you will, because, you know what, it's been a good minute, and there hasn't been too much negatives going on in Dragon Ball Legends that I could have really warranted this and been like, you know what, this actually is necessary, and it actually feels, real to it. But now, now, Legends has done a lot of goofball things, and I will say, right now, this first point, you could see as a big positive, or a big negative, or a neutral. I'm kind of in the boat of neutral to negative on this, but you could also see it as a positive. I wouldn't really blame you for it, but I could understand more why it's a negative. So let's just get into this situation. So the first thing here would be the banner, specifically the new units of the banner. And well, here's one thing: I can't fucking load. And that's a big problem that Legends always had, because loading just always takes 10 years. But the banner, the units, Legends, you gotta let me fucking in. That'd be awesome. Thanks. I appreciate it so damn much. The banner, the units. Why is the LF worse than the 1%? I think it's very understood by everybody that Roshi's better than UI, right? You have Roshi in like this positioning of like a third to like 6th, 5th type of unit, and like in the top 10 list. Then you have UI Goku, who's like this 7th highest and then near the bottom of the top 10 of a top 10 list. And you might say that's not a big gap, but it's a big enough gap that it shouldn't exist. We have units in the past that are a lot better than the current unit. So you have this unit of Ultra Gogeta Blue, Beast Gohan. You have a situation of the 4s, of, LF4 Goku, kind of all teetering this area of like, I'm better than UI Goku. So what is the point of his existence? If he's worse than the 1%, he's worse than these other LFs that already existed, these other Ultras, whatever. What's the point of his existence? I can't really figure this or deem this a understandable clause, because you look last year, they did the same fucking thing last year. Jiren came out. This motherfucker on the banner came out last year around this time slot. He's a week or two off the time slot, but he's on the same time slot, same time frame rather, for a Battle Hour LF, which he's what UI Goku is, because it was a Download Celebration LF. Jiren, they're all the same thing. They're Download Celebration LFs. Same fucking banner, right? Literally a 70 million download celebration right now. And yet, he had the same goddamn issue of, why am I even here? Units prior to me are so much better. Me, myself, are not good enough as the LF I am as Jiren, because the way I am made and how I only gain value 11 months later makes no fucking sense. But UI Goku's in the same fucking boat. Like, it doesn't make sense to have this situation. Now, you might say, to an extent, and I can understand this, like I said, oh, Roshi's better, that's a positive, that's not a negative. I mean, people are going to pull Roshi more often than not, right? Because he's a 1% unit, so that means he's more commonplace. If you pull him, great, he's better, that's awesome for players than UI Goku. Now, there's a agreement to that, which, yes, that is better for players. But the problem is, that's not the intention from them. They're not making Roshi out of their way the better unit. They're making it where it's just Goku is underwhelming. You kind of get the difference. It's not that Roshi is strictly like 100 million times better. He's better, but it's not like by a god tier amount. With Goku, it just feels like he is the most linear unit to come out of 2023 of no like competition. He just does blast and does cover null. Oh my god, he has a gauge that lasts longer than the purple UI that came out fucking years ago. He's just linear. You have a hit. Bro, it's a time cage. A time fucking skip. Not time cage. Time skip. You have Roshi. He literally steals somebody away for the entire fucking match if you play with, like, any sense of brain cells. You have 17, who's murdering, like, the 4's blue card damage because he's just canceling all these attribute upgrades of effects and all this bullshit. And then you have UI Goku, who does blast with, oh my god, 40 counts of cover null. And by the way, to point out, 17 doesn't have neutral. That's a problem with 17. That's a flaw he has. The thing is, though, he has a lot of positives to back up that flaw, so it's kind of like, you don't really notice that flaw. Like, you'll understand 17 doesn't have neutral, right? With UI Goku, you really understand he doesn't have neutral, because he has nothing else going on. He does blast, he does blue card, he does damage, and he does okay. That's fine. it's just not enough. I mean, in reality, unless this guy gets like a yellow Goten to be like a Zenkai to like help him out, because what yellow Goten does is give 20% cut pen, 17 gauge gives 15%. Unless fucking UI Goku gets like a yellow Goten 17 and himself build as like yellow Goten gets a Zenkai or some bullshit, you just don't even have like a rhyme or reason to like even care for this guy. Like, he's here, he looks okay, I guess. More windscreens look amazing for him, but like, he looks okay, I guess. But do you really like have a reasoning for him? Like, you could argue, okay, 17's banner, even if there's no 1%, you know what? There's a fucking reason. That bro's pretty fucking good, right? Really top tier unit. Even prior to that, VT Zamasu, you know, you still have the situation of, hey, the 1%'s fucking better. Can we stop doing this bullshit? Like, yes, it's good for players, but making the LF underwhelming is also not good for players as well. That's why you don't want to do that, because you don't want people to be underwhelmed. Then the 4s in GT 17, they understood, clearly, hey, look, GT 17's fine, he's alright, he's good enough. The 4s, though, that's what you want. That's what you care for. That's why you're going to spend money on the game. And this is a business, after all, so them actually trying to make more money by having you want the LF more and more and more and more would make more sense. So Goku just being underwhelming compared to Roshi, again, you could see it as a positive. I don't. I just think it's a stupid situation where they undertune Goku and they didn't overtune Roshi, but they did him as a typical unit would be done. The issue is that Goku is undertuned, is the main premise of this. That's the main, like, like, what the fuck is going on there? Now, everyone's gonna agree on, hey, problematic, yeah. There's a little bit of a fucking problem here, and this has only happened, fun fact, 2 times. Both are with UI Goku, and I'll explain why this happens with UI Goku, because I actually don't think people understand it. It's kind of just, like, hilarious, actually, how stupid this concept is. So what they did here was make it so you have a percentage drop for the raid. So if you don't have, let's say, all these units here, I don't know how you wouldn't, but let's say you don't. Let's say you don't have any of them. Or maybe you only have the free-to-play characters down there, right? So you have 10%, 10%, or rather, 20%, 20%, 10%, 10%, 10%. So that's going to be on a 70%, right? You only have the free-to-play characters down there. You don't have anybody else above, because you didn't summon on those banners. You know, you didn't see the value of it. You may in future. You don't need these fucking units, right? You don't even have a guaranteed drop of this raid. This is like the MUI raid. They did this during first part of 4th anniversary, and what they did was you have percentage-based drops, then after that, then you have amount-based drops. So what you have to put is you have to put all these characters on this top area up here, right? And then from there, you have a percentage to get drops from that, and that percentage scales off how many of the units you have up there, but then the amount you get is obviously going to be lessened because you can't use as many boost characters that are down here for the drop amount itself. So what this means is the raid is a lot slower to farm. This raid, I did 3 sets of 11, right? So that's 33 runs. I bought all the CC, and I bought, I believe it is up to... I bought from like 30 erasers to like 130 erasers, so I bought over 100 erasers, like, give or take 100 erasers in 33 runs. That's not a lot. That's, no, 36, because I did 3 skip tickets as well. That's not a lot. That's very low, and they also, on top of this issue that they have, goddamn, I went to the wrong fucking place. I'll go to the exchange shop. They didn't scale the prices. So again, if you have less drops that are coming out from the raid, you would think, hey, we'll scale the raid prices to where you can actually farm this and get it in a timely manner, because this is me with like 11-star Goku, 14-star hit, 14-star all these free-to-play characters. Not everybody has that shit, right? I don't even have the highest stars for Roshi to get more drop percentages, which is a fucking tragedy. But no, they did not scale anything. They left everything the same exact goddamn price as when a normal raid that gives you plus 300 at peak drops comes out. I'm getting 135 rather, per run. I used to get 300. I'm getting 135. Now let me explain the reasoning behind this. It's not a fucking, a valid reasoning, but it's the reasoning. It's genuinely right in front of your fucking face. The reasoning is they value the hype of a character. So what this means is they will have Goku be released, and it's like, oh my god, a new Goku! We all love Goku! Yeah, Goku! Yeah! I get it. It makes sense, right? That's smart. That really smart. They know people like Goku. No fucking shit, Sherlock. The problem is, they devalue everything in that next celebration, because it's UI Goku, bro, which is the coolest thing. It's the last thing from the anime that we saw that's not in the fucking movie. Oh my god, people don't even know the movies exist, so they saw the anime, they're like, oh my god, where's Goku? Where's UI Goku? Oh my god, he's gone. I get to see him in the game again. Oh my god, this is so cool. Once again, the problem is they devalue everything. What this means is, you saw at the MUI raid, they make it the same format as this. The whole problem is the drop percentages and the drop rates are, well, not as high as typical, because during a different raid of the last month, or the other month, everything would have been peachy clean. During Legends Fest, it was all peachy clean. These numbers were fine. These were 200, 300 numbers. That was the highest peak boost drop, and blah, blah, blah. When it's UI Goku's, because of how hype he is, they expect you to summon so hard that you don't really feel the after effect of doing these raids and being like, oh my god, I just got screwed because I got to do, what, 500 times more fucking runs to buy everything in the shop, and people do clear the shop. I should be clearing the shop because there's a lot of plats probably coming out because they give us the fucking USTR thing. It gives 3x fucking bonus, whatever bullshit. So people want to clear the shop because, like, oh my god, my favorite, LF of GV might get a plat, or Evo might get a Zenkai. I need the souls. Like, I need these things, guys. I need to farm these things so I can get stuff ready for the go, But when you make the format worse off because, hey, oh my god, shiny unit, it's a Goku, guys. It goes UI. Hey, we don't have one of those, right? We don't have UI Goku already with almost the same fucking animations. No! You gotta summon. Because if you don't summon, you're not even getting guaranteed drops. Once you get over 100%, here's your guaranteed. You can't get over 100% until you summon. You see the problem? Just a little bit of a fucking hiccup there for the players. It's ridiculous. This raid is the worst raid that has probably ever existed, if not close to with the MUI raid itself. It just doesn't make any sense. And we need to talk about two more things. Just two more, real quickly. This USTR thing, W, nice. Two things. Kind of a sideline thing here. I just have a question. Just genuine curiosity. Why the fuck do they announce the Equip Bonanza on the Legends, reveals and stuff for this Goku, and tell us it's coming 2 weeks later? Why would you even care to? Why am I hearing the noise of someone saying, dude, Equip Bonanza is coming out? It's in 2 weeks. What? Why the fuck? You're telling me it's in March? Brother, it is fucking February 18th. Why the fuck do I need to know this? Just have it out. It's just annoying to me. It's like, yeah, bro, you told me something's happening. That's good. Well, why can't it happen now? Why am I hearing about it 2 weeks? It just aggravates me. It's just kind of stupid that that's even a fucking premise. Sorry, I get that off my chest because that shit's fucking annoying because it doesn't make any sense to do. Like, I don't fucking care if it's not coming out now. Why the fuck do I need to know? Great, I'm gonna fucking die in 2 weeks. All right, well, I don't need to fucking know. Let me know in the fucking 2 weeks. Maybe you want to know. Let me know in a fucking month, not in the fucking day of, like, me fucking, fucking not even caring about it. Like, come on, just timing. Timing is shit from Legends. Basically, my fucking point there is on that. That was a terrible example that I gave, but nonetheless. Two things. One, where the fuck are All-Star banners? Look, I'm not going to say All-Star banners are must summons. I'm going to say they're skips. I'll say All-Star banners are skips. Ultra banners are skips. Every banner feels like a fucking skip at this point. Even this fucking banner, you look at it, it's like, these featured units suck dick. They're not good enough. You got to fucking have 17 to make uni reps even good enough. It's a fucking problem. But why the fuck, when I scroll down and I see Legends Girls Pickup, or was it Legends Universe Reps last month, and it's like, what is this? What is this doing? The only reason I want All-Star banners is because I want units that I don't have 14 stars being able to be put in the pool of units that I can get for stars. Because when I summon on these LF banners, which are typically the most valuable banners to ever exist, I don't pull anything. I can pull, what, Luis? Great, that's like the one unit who's months and months and months, almost a year, isn't he a year old? He's near a year fucking old at this point. That exists. Why can't I have an All-Star that came out on the 31st? Did Hit take up that time slot? Is it that hard to make reused animations of 2 units? Because all-star units are literally all reused. Most of them are just reused. Right? Am I wrong on that? Red Buhan, reused. Tien, reused. To some extent from fucking other Tiens. Mecha Frieza. Oh my god. He hunches over like a fucking gremlin on his blue card. Whoa. Blue Goku Black, reused. He has 2 different animations. 2. That's it. Not even a full thing. 2. This Goku has fucking reused animations. And it's like... It's just annoying. There's just such annoyances that exist. It's like, why do you have to even make this a situation that's the situation of where it is? It just doesn't make any sense. And then the last thing. Clearly I need to point this out because it happened to fucking me. I was in a queue for an hour. A rating match queue. Not even BR70. I was BR68, the same motherfucking number. For an hour. This is the 70 million user. They like to stress that a lot because they're like, we got 70 million users, not downloads, users. Unlike Dokkan, you know, they literally do that because of Dokkan says download celebration. This is user celebration. They literally do that to flex on Dokkan. I'm not joking on that, but they flex this 70 million users celebration. I can't get a match for an hour straight. I get some downtime because Legends Fest just ended. Oh my god, not even just ended. It ended kind of recently, so you know what? Fine. People aren't playing as much. You know, I said Legends Fest, oh my god, they're tired of the game now. They're done with it. They faced too many Ultra Gogeta Blues. They're tired of this shit. Fine. But, dude, if I'm ever in a queue for a game for an hour, what the fuck does that tell you? This game isn't a competitive game. This game is a goddamn mobile game. And I can't just click this button and get a match. I had to wait over an hour to even be offered a semblance of a match. By the way, the match I got when I went to Treasure Battle was a fucking bot. The game is dead, player-wise. The banner value is dead really bad on the newest banner, because this fucking Goku banner sucks monkey balls, to be honest. Roshi, great. You don't fucking need him, though, right? There's units that are great, that are needed. There's units that are great, that are unnecessary. Who's great that's needed? Ultra Gogeta Blue. Got it. Awesome. Who's great that's needed? 17. Great. Awesome. You need this core foundation. 17 has the process of aging where it's going to be like a puddle syndrome, right? He's just going to be so well versed in future metas and future situations. If he doesn't get power crept with the numbers arbitrarily so bullshit like other units have, I don't think 17 is going to fall in that boat. If he doesn't, it wouldn't make sense that he does anyways, because he literally has like a million different fucking amazing benefits in his kit. The problem with that is, you made his banner, okay, it was okay. It was not great, it was okay. Then you make the next banner, which should be very good value, because you want people to summon for these 2 units, then go back for 17 since his banner is still here, because both banners are up at the same time, right? 17's banner is still up for a couple of days, but you do a situation where, okay, Roshi's really good, okay, Goku's okay, and then everyone else is complete dog shit fodder, doesn't make sense, doesn't exist, and doesn't fucking want to even, like, be cared for in the entire game. They have LFGV on the fucking Termina Power banner. If we're not going to go for the fucking theme, where it's like Termina Power characters, then drop characters that are actually, I don't know, useful? I know, it's crazy, but I don't think motherfuckers are thinking of this banner being like, you know what? Yeah, bro, I want Evo. Yeah, man, I want... Who the fuck else? Jiren is fine. Jiren's whatever. I think he's not fucking core anymore, but he's fine. It's whatever. When the only valued unit is going to be the new 2, that is a terrible fucking situation for a banner value. And it's yet... They want you to summon so hard because you look at the raid, they really want you to summon, and they just drop the ball. Like, they drop the ball so frequently on shit that it's, like, so easy to, like, make well. They drop it, like, intentionally, it feels like. It's just so stupid. They're just incompetent in such stupid aspects of their banners. And it's like, dude, how is this better value? is this dumb fucking idiot on both banners? Why are you on both? It doesn't make any sense. They clearly want you to summon out both banners because they're like, oh my god, you can build full uni reps now. You have 17, he's really fucking good. You have Roshi, he's really fucking good. You have Goku, he's pretty fucking solid. Why is this the banner for both? Oh man. Whose desire is it to summon on this banner and be like, you know what, I pulled the LF Droids, you know what, I pulled Evo, you know what, I pulled Soul. Who are you catering this toward? Like, if this were just an all-star banner, bro, if this were just an all-star and 17 was still around, then you had like a situation where, okay, I could pull UI Goku and then Roshi, and they're still the same value of goodness as they are now. The difference being, you could get them a lot easier because they're an all-star banner, right? And then you could go back into 17's banner. You know what? Fine, that's a little bit scummy, but it's a money move. But this is even scummier because you have to go on LF banners with lower rates for the LFs. Oh, man. Like, it's just mind-numbing. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Legends is stupid as shit sometimes, bro. This fucking raid shit, too. Dude, the raid's fucking annoying, because I want to play it. Like, for once, I actually want to play the raid, because, like, I don't know. I actually don't fucking know. But I do! Now I don't. You kidding me? If I don't see enough fucking reward for what I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to do it. Wow, common sense, right? You don't see enough fucking return on, like, your investment of time. You're not going to fucking care for the thing you're doing in that time frame. That's the raid. I see no fucking goodness. Obviously, there is some, but there's not enough to warrant even caring for it. That's kind of the whole entire celebration right now. There's just not enough things happening that are good enough to care for the celebration. Unit-wise, banner-wise, raid-wise. What do you guys think of the 70 million user celebration? We're going to get an Ultra in March. Probably going to be Kefla. I'll see you guys in the next one.